You came back in November and you say you had specifically told Josie in no uncertain terms that she was liable for half.
Yes.
It was quite simple. She hadn't communicated with you. When you got back, did you try to get in touch with her?
No, I just left it at that.
Now, you first got in touch. What did you think when you first heard she wanted half this money back?
Ridiculous.
Is that what you thought?
Yes.
Well, could she have said to you, just cast your mind back, I know it's some time ago, could she have said to you, look, if you don't show up, I really want the companionship, I'm afraid I'm going to have to charge you half?
No.
Could you afford £400 at the
No.
time? What's your current financial situation?
I'm not working. My husband's working.
Angelica, Josie. Angelica, you did a very generous thing for Josie, which was offering to pay for a trip for her. And you did so in circumstances where she accepted that trip. She agreed that her only liability would be to pay for her spending money, and the only cost she would have to outlay was to buy a passport. And she promised you she would attend. The reason you were prepared to pay for her was because you wanted the companionship, because it's a long and difficult journey, and because you didn't want to be lonely on that trip, and that makes complete sense to me. What effectively you say is that you're able to sue her now because you expressed a very precise term in that agreement, which was if she didn't show or failed to do as she promised, get a passport, etc., that she would be liable for half of the expense of the trip. Now, even if I believe that you communicated that to her, the difficulty is here that because the two of you are friends and you have nothing in writing, you're unable to prove to me in law that you have an enforceable contract. When you make a promise to a friend, even the type of promise that I believe that you made, in order to sue the other person, you have to have an intention to create legal relations. In other words, don't show up at the trip and I'm going to take you to court, and all the parties understand that's what's going to happen. So despite feeling desperately sorry for your situation, I'm afraid I have to dismiss your case with this advice. If you're going to visit Spain in the future with a friend, get everything in writing. Understood?
Correct.
Escribe. How do you say write it down in Spanish?
Escribas en papel.
Escriba.
Excuse me?
Escriba.
Yes, that's what she just said.
Muy bien.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios, madam.
Angelica's case was dismissed and she was awarded nothing by the court. Let's find out how both parties felt about the judge's ruling.
Absolutely ridiculous, and she's ridiculous.
I still think I should have got the money back. I laid it out in kindness and got it back in. It's like sleeping with a dog with fleas, you get bitten.
Pathetic. She's been like this all the years I've known her. And she thinks that she could get on there, say what she wants to say, try and bring me down, which is, she's not going to do that.
I'm not bothered about what she says. I mean, she's somebody from the north of England that hasn't got, who lives off the back of her husband.
I really do wish I'd never got involved with her at all. Does what she does, she's got the money to pay for it anyway. Can I go home now, please?
I'm a chef, I've got contracts. Qualified chef, I work for contracts, I have my own company.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.